Hello my friends, my name is Brock and welcome back to the Minecraft series. In the last episode, we went ahead and built this awesome little mining outpost. I'll go ahead and flash some pictures across the screen to give you a little look at it, but if you want to get the full thing, I recommend seriously go ahead and watch our previous episode. It was extremely short and sweet, but we had a pretty awesome time lapse of us building this whole thing along with the terraforming, so that is really exciting. As far as today's episode goes, oh my gosh, I had a whole plan for this build, and then last night I completely redesigned it, and let me tell you, it was the best choice I've ever made. No, but seriously, I am in love with the design that we have today. We are going to be making our storage for our wood today. So what that is going to entail is not any of this. Yeah, that's correct. We're not going to have any stone in this build. So if we take a look, I have some rough materials here. It's all wood. Now, I've never been able to make a house that is all made out of wood that I've really liked, because generally I think that it is too much of the same color. But something about this design that I came up with really genuinely seems to work as far as I'm concerned. So with all that said, I've got a little bit of a plot laid out here, and let's hop right into a time lapse. Alright friends, there we have it, the rough shape of the actual outside of the building. Let me know what you think, but I tell you what, the use of the stripped dark oak, especially in the ceiling, totally adds, I say ceiling, I meant roof, totally adds just so much depth to the build. It reminds me of support beams going across, and I think it is just so cool. So let's take a look here, and I want to work on the interior a little bit with you guys, because if we look at it right now, it looks a little bit samey. I think we can all agree it looks a little samey, but that's okay. Because there's a couple things that we're going to do to help spruce this up a little bit. No pun intended, of course. The first thing that we're going to do is add in all of our chests, because after all, this is going to be our storage for our wood, primarily. And this also adds a nice little pop of color, as you can see. Already, it's looking a lot more broken up in a good way, I would say. And then when we add in some nice stripped regular oak wood along with some carpet to help break it up even more, it looks super fantastic in here if you ask me. So I've been working on the upstairs a little bit, and I began by adding in this simple ladder. Takes us up here, but of course, you know, I had to add in the secret entrance, so you might think you're a bit lost, but all you gotta do is hit this trap door and you'll fall down here, open that, and you'll crawl through into the probably the coziest bedroom I've ever made. I mean, look at this thing. We got our bed tucked away in a little nook. We got a little lamp with the end rod and the leaf. I don't know. I think it's super cool. We got our storage hidden way out. Oh man, I love it. Then on each side, we just have a simple deck. Everything's lit up by lanterns, of course. Pretty cool, right? And then also, so this is our way out, or to go downstairs. But I've also added in over here, which takes us through a little crawl space into what would be like a little attic. I guess if you actually lived here, this is where you would put all of your junk that you kind of need to keep but don't ever look at or use on a regular basis. But either way, It's got enough storage. Oh, this should be covered up here. And it has a nice window. I don't know why the glass panes have this line down the middle. I don't think that's right. I think it might be a bug with like the latest release, or maybe in Optifine. I can't tell. I want to go ahead and add a bit more life to this bedroom. So we're going to first bust out both of those on each side. So we're going to actually add in some windows here. So it might seem a little bit funky how we're going to do it right now. Let's begin by adding in some stairs on each side. And all we need to do is come on the outside here. Let's replace both of these stairs on each side with a plank. And then if we put a stair like this on each side, followed by a slab, like so, ignore that. It adds just a little nook in the roof. Totally breaks it up, and we can put in some glass panes. Huh? What do you think? I think it's pretty cool. I really like this. Alright guys, so I went ahead and added in a little bit more detail to the bottom here. So we got a nice seating area with staying to our theme of the light blue, and a little kitchen, sink, and a little stove. I'm not too familiar with how to make appliances in Minecraft, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Like, I'm desperate. Help. But anyways, moving over here. This is like a little, I think of it as a little closet, a little coat rack. I don't know. It's totally up to your imagination, right? But it just looks like a little coat rack tucked in the corner here. I like it. And of course, I had to add in the cellar down here. So I don't have anything down here yet, but something about these little hidden staircases with the trapdoors is really appealing to me. Probably the same reason why I like all the hidden crawl spaces. I don't know why. I guess I'm a child, but if you guys have a suggestion for what we should put down here, let me know. I'm considering maybe just some more like storage, but I also kind of want to maybe make it into like a dark atmospheric enchanting room, but I'm not too sure yet. So if you have any ideas or anything else, let me know. And lastly, you know, we had to add in one more crawl space. So we have this trapdoor here. Let's bust this down, and I want to come out here. Oh, it's nighttime. And when we terraform, I want to maybe have like a garden out here or something that would have a purpose for us to crawl out here in the first place. But with all that said, I'm going to run upstairs and take a very quick nap. And now that we've had some sleep, I think it's time we hop into some terraforming. Well, my friends, this is absolutely, without a doubt, my favorite build yet in this world. I mean, come on, look at this area. Who can't appreciate a good impromptu waterfall? Honestly, I had no idea I was even going to build this thing. I was just kind of looking at the path shape, and then I came over here and realized there was going to be this big empty space right here. So I just decided to try and make it into a waterfall, and, well, a pond with a waterfall, and it turned out really well, actually. Love that bridge down there. And then come along this way. I've just added in some nice leaves on the side of this house, just in random places, kind of spruce it up a little bit. I really need to find a new word. Spruce is not a good word to use when that's part of the game. And these middle pathways between the buildings, I want these to be secondary pathways as opposed to the main pathway going all the way around. So I am making these a lot dirtier with a ton of coarse dirt and gravel. And I think once we get all of our buildings in here and we have these kind of intertwining between all of them, it's going to look pretty cool. I don't have anything over here yet. I just blocked this off with some trapdoors. But if you have any ideas for what we can put out here, just let me know. Also, look at this nice fencing I added along here with the wood added in. I think it looks super cool. I didn't want to have anything too tall because I wanted to keep the line of sight, and I think this does an excellent job. Well, friends, that's going to do it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed this build. I had a ton of fun making it. And if you did like it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you want to see more. We're going to be spending a lot more time in the next coming episodes working more on this village, so be sure to stay tuned if you want to keep seeing more of that. But I'm going to be out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.